I started through hiking in 2020, and with each hike I tackle, I become more deeply hooked on through hiking. It's always been hard to explain what it is about through hiking that brings me such immense joy. But this week on the Croatian long distance trail, I had many moments that brought this into laser sharp focus. In this video, you'll join me as I hike 200 kilometers over 5 days, and I'll show you why I choose to through hike. Good morning. It's 5:20 in the morning, and today is the first day that I'm starting a slightly different routine to see if I can finish the CLDT in the next 2 months. I'm at kilometer 390, so I have quite a few to go to finish 2,200. So my plan is to start really early and hike 40K today. I've lightened my pack so that I'm carrying barely any things, just the essentials, and I'm hoping that with a lighter pack and longer days, I'll be able to do this. So this morning, Brian is driving me to 390. Today will be the longest kilometer day I've done yet. I've done 40K days before, but not in a couple years. So I'm feeling excited and nervous, but honestly so thrilled to not have a big heavy pack today. I'm not a morning person, so I prepped everything last night. I made overnight oats and coffee and my lunch, and got my backpack completely packed. So I'm ready to go, and I didn't have to think too much this morning. Okay, I'll see you in a couple K.
See ya.
Okay, bye. I got going at 6:30. I've got my smaller pack. It's way lighter, and I honestly feel like $1 million right now. It's easy walking. I just got in the rhythm right away. Brian dropped me off, but he was gonna walk with me now just for the start of the day, but there wasn't a good spot to leave the van, so he's driven ahead to find a spot he can leave the van so he can walk with me for about an hour. Hi, I'm Krista. I'm a Canadian thru hiker currently attempting to hike the 2,200 kilometer Croatian long distance trail. Last week on the CLDT, I tried tenting and struggled with the heat and my heavy gear. This week, I have changed my hiking routine so that I'm hiking longer daily distances and still able to stay in the van. There he is. That's a good look.
I agree.
Oh, you're looking ready for anything. Okay, bye.
Bye.
It's 9 a.m. now. I've done about 12K. The sun is beating down now. Stopping at patios along the way was exactly what I had envisioned in my head when I planned to attempt this through hike up Croatia. I am not sure anything could have tasted better in this moment than these fries and this cold glass of wine. Nice to meet you. This is everything I imagined when I imagined this through hike. I get heat rashes when it's really hot. So look at this. Look at that rash. Okay, I'm back hiking after that luxurious break, and Brian has made it to kilometer 430, which means I have 10K to go. The CLDT varies a lot. Sometimes I'm walking on roads, sometimes on marked trails, and other times I'm bushwhacking. I've had to turn around many times when I realized I missed a turn. My new trail friends were helping me out with my wayfinding by creating arrows out of sticks on the ground for me at non-obvious turns. But I would like this to be the trail. But if that's actually what these are, they just saved me a bunch of time. Thanks for those guys. I absolutely would have kept going that way. Now I'm going down this much more rugged trail. It's fine. Just so many dead leaves. Okay, this is what the trail has become here. So, a little bit of bush bashing. Ow! Ooh, it's prickly, it's prickly. Missing my pants right about now. It's long. This is not a trail, guys. What happened to the trail? It's gone. I'm holding the camera at eye level right now. I can't see anything. Like, hopefully there's no snakes. Okay, I'm back out onto the pavement. And now I feel like it's the heat that's the real challenge. Wow, look at these giant, enormous beehives. It sounds like there's like 100 drones flying here because there's just so many bees in those containers. Okay, here we go. Final 5K push.
I surrender. Lay me down. Crack hardwood floors. Not one single door. I surrender.
I did it.
40K.
Yeah! Good morning. Brian and I shifted our wake up to 4 a.m. so we can start a bit earlier. So hopefully I can end a little bit earlier before it gets as hot in the afternoon. So we're gonna start off hiking together, and then he'll hike back to the van and meet me in 40K. Okay, there's Brian. He left. He walked with me for an hour and a half this morning, so he has an hour and a half walk back to the van. Now I'm on my own for the rest of the day. It started to rain. While I was hiking through the rain, I stopped for my second breakfast break. I was sitting on my pad, soggy from the rain, my feet hurt from my blister, I was cold, I was really hungry and thirsty, and it was just a dreary day. And I thought to myself, this is the happiest I've ever been. These are all like prickly. There are many sections of trail that require pushing through overgrowth. These can be some of the most challenging sections to push yourself to do mentally, since your body is telling you it doesn't seem like the best way to go. Ow, ow, ow. Regretting not wearing pants. I emerged from this section with hives all over my legs from the stinging plants. All these bumps here. those bumps. And I've got them. And I've got scrapes. It's pretty bad here. Here's an emblem of the CLDT. I've only seen about 5 of these. I know I'm on the right track, and there's an arrow. I made it. Second 40K day. Brian, are you in there? After too many hours hiking through the baking hot sun, I knew I needed to take advantage of the mornings. I have never been a morning person, but for through hiking, I can make an exception. We set our alarms for 4 a.m. so that I could get hiking by 5. Shoes time. You ready to walk?
Oh, me? Yeah.
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 Out of here. Okay, let's go. I've got one blister on my toe, in between my big toe and my second toe. It's sore starting out today. Limping. It's my 3rd morning trying to tackle 40K days. Brian's still with me. He's been hiking with me for a little bit each morning. Started out a bit rough, but I'm starting to feel better now, getting into a groove, just ate breakfast.
Bye.
Bye, see you tonight.
Yep, see you tonight.
All right, time for me to venture on my own. There goes Brian. Bye. Some days I feel totally fine heading out on my own, and others I feel really scared. Today I feel scared. That's where I'm headed, that ridge. It looks so stunning. It's always remarkable to me how much landscape I can cover in a day of hiking. As I started to gain this ridge, I found incredible views and summited my first true peak of the trail. Summit of the trail, and it feels unreal. After that last summit, I dropped down into the valley. Now I'm climbing up again to what I suspect might be a second summit. I'm in the worst part of the trail thus far. All of these plants are ones that sting you. It's up to my hips and I have to wade through them. The trail's that way. Oh. While waking up early can be a challenge, there is so much magic in witnessing the sunrise every morning. It's morning 4 this week, my 4th day doing 40K. Got going by 5 a.m. and now the sun is rising. We didn't go to bed early enough last night. It was about 10 or 10:30. So I'm feeling really tired, a little bit grumpy. Brian's joining me again today. Thinks he might do about 14, 15K. It's now noon, so I've been hiking for 7 hours. Everything is smooth sailing today. It's completely different from yesterday, where I was up and down mountains. Today is flat, primarily roads, dirt, gravel, or paved. And yeah, I'm feeling good. It feels hot because I'm not in the shade, but otherwise everything feels good. The only thing that's bothering me is my feet. The skin of my feet just feels so sore from all the friction of all the steps. We've got 5K left in the day through farmers' fields, so I'm feeling good. Today has been a day where I really feel like I need the podcast in my ears because it's a bit painful. Like, my feet are definitely painful. It's hot. I'm thirsty. So distracting my mind from those discomforts is really nice. I did it. I made it another 40K day. That's my 4th day in a row. Morning. It's 5 a.m. Day 5 of 40K days in a row. Today is a really exciting day. I'm going to be hitting the northernmost point of the trail and finishing section A. The CLDT is divided into 3 sections, A, B, and C. So I'll be done A in about 15K today. So Brian's going to meet me there and we're going to have a little celebration. This is my final day this week of hiking. Tomorrow I'm going to take a 0 day, which means I'm not going to hike at all, and I'm going to get my video edited. Here I go. Brian is driving ahead. He'll walk with me up here, wherever he finds a spot to park. It's amazing how you do adapt to new routines. Like, although I feel very tired when the alarm goes off at 4, I'm able to get up, I'm able to get ready, and I'm able to get walking.
I wanna be young, I wanna be alive. Everybody dance, don't stop. I just need a minute to find out what I'm feeling, 'cause I'm about to go nuts.
So what we've normally been doing on these mornings is Brian will take me back to where I stopped the day before. Usually we have like a 5 or 10 minute drive. Sometimes we have no drive. And then he'll walk with me for the start of my day. Today though, there wasn't anywhere good to leave the van right at the starting point. So he drove ahead of me and I see a figure. Oh, there's some nice deer. I see a figure walking down the road towards me now. And I assume it's Brian because I don't know who else would be out here walking at this time. Oi, it's Brian in his natural habitat. Behind the lens.
Hi, Ryan.
Hi.
Oh, you're right there.
Yeah.
I thought you might be farther away.
No, I'm right here. Wow, look at that sky behind you. We're together. I've been hiking for an hour, so I'm hungry now. I'm stopping for my oatmeal.
Under the starlight, you tuck me in your arms tight. Tell me feels right. So high, what a nice surprise. You're all I ever had in mind. I'm happy in the sky, a big piece of this.
Here I am. Brian's gonna come with me to the northernmost point. We're a couple hundred meters away. I made it to the northernmost point. Okay,
Coffee time.
coffee time, break time.
Great.
Northernmost point. All right, cheers. Section A done. It's an achievement for both of us.
Yes, it is.
All right, so I accidentally took too long of a lunch. It's now the heat of the day and I still have 20K to do. So I'm sort of regretting some of my decisions, but at the same time, I had a really, really good lunch and I was just basking in the fact that I'm at the northernmost point. So now I'm going to start section B and do the first 20K today. And then I have the day off tomorrow. So I'll be looking forward to that. Bye.
See ya.
Oh wait,
You're welcome, dude.
I'll see you in 20K. Okay, here we go.
Okay, see ya.
Bye. All right, here I go. The start of section B. It feels good. It's hot. I've added my buff to my attire to cover my neck. My neck has gotten scorched. I thought it was just a heat rash, but I definitely think that I burnt it on one of these days because my back's been facing the sun.
I get dressed up to go downtown. I'm all messed up on a Friday night. Not really here for a good time, but if you're up for drinks and a good crowd, raise your glass to the sky. Let's toast to that. All these people can stare. I don't care about that. This is my pity party. I'm gonna cry all night and
Oh man. It's hot. So I'm doing pretty well. Everything's feeling good except for the heat. So I'm building up my resiliency because I think it's only gonna get hotter. It's May now and I'm gonna be hiking till July. So I can't imagine, like it's gonna be definitely hotter. So I just gotta get used to it. It's like I almost feel high from being so hot and thirsty and hungry. And my feet are in so much pain.
This is my pity party. I'm gonna cry all night and I'll flip the bird at the guys. I don't need nobody. This is my pity party. I'll do just what I want, yeah. I'll dance on top of the bar.
Oh God, I'm struggling, guys. The sun is hot and I'm completely exposed out here in the field. There's no trees. These last couple hours have been intense. At this point in the afternoon, the high of finishing section A was wearing off and the sun beating down on me started to really take its toll. It's hard to explain just how awful I felt here. I found this small patch of shade. Feels good. I think I have like 1.5K left. classic ginger situation. I've got heat rash. You can see all those little bumps. That's a heat rash. I've got it all over my body. It's like I'm allergic to the sun. I get a rash. I'm really feeling like complaining about everything. But the truth is, I'm actually really enjoying it. It's a beautiful country. It's a beautiful area to be walking through. Like, I'm loving it. But something can be fun and enjoyable and also really, really, really hard at the same time. I feel it's gonna be really hard to get going again, so I probably should just go. I'm gonna check how much further I have. Okay, I have 1.5K left. I've almost done it. I can see the van. I'm almost home. I feel really emotional, but not in like a way that there's any reason. Just I'm so physically drained that I just feel emotionally drained as well. I don't love through hiking despite the miserable moments. The wet shoes, the intense heat, the sore feet, the thirst that rarely feels quenched, the aggressive dogs. I love through hiking because of those things. With each tough moment, you are rewarded with a beautiful, meaningful, or awe-inspiring moment. With each obstacle you overcome, you are rewarded with a lesson learned or a new level of resilience you didn't know you had. With each overgrown section you have to push yourself through, you find yourself standing on top of a mountain, screaming into the wind with joy. The difficulties I face on the trail push me to my edge mentally and physically. The edges are where I grow. With each step, I feel myself growing into the truest version of myself. I gain clarity in a way that nothing else has allowed me to do. I feel joy in a way that seeps deep into my bones. So why do I choose to through hike? Because when I'm through hiking, I am the happiest I've ever been. So after those 200 kilometers over 5 days, I'm taking tomorrow off. So I'm gonna end this week's video here. And in next week's video, I'll be tackling the start of section B.
Skinny waist, I can't think straight. I surrender.
I'm lying here in bed resting, editing my video, and Brian parked right beside someone's house for the day, and he's so nice. He just dropped us off cold drinks, 4 of them, just because he knows we're parked here. Like, people are so nice here.
It's really